Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lívia. I'm a tarot reader, amongst other things that I like to do in life. You can skip ahead to the reading. I'm just going to give a short introduction. I'm sorry to my clients and my followers that I've been a little bit away from the channel. I've been a lot on my plate, and I've been trying to find a format in which I know that I can not overpromise and overcompromise, and I can really send out the readings throughout the month the way you expect them. So the format of having one reading for each sign and then the comprehensive reading you could buy, that format last month I couldn't do it, the last 2 months. Then I changed into having a reading for each sign and not the comprehensive reading, just to hear the free reading on the channel. And that also doesn't work, I don't have time. So what I'm going to do now, my proposal to myself and to you, it's very honest. I really struggle with all the things that my curiosity drives me to do. So is to give each month a reading for each season, and that reading is going to be a pick a pile reading. So this way you all have a way to choose the reading according to the crystal, according to the deck that I'm using, or your own intuition. Of course, choose the reading that your intuition tells you to follow. Your intuition always puts you on the right path. And that is my proposal, and maybe if I have time I will do more pick-a-pile readings, or those readings I usually do for the collective when you have an important astrological event. So yeah, that's it. Now back to the present moment. Virgo season. So we are in the middle of the mandala of the year. The energy of Virgo season, Earth sign, invites us to reflect. Also, I feel reflect on what are we giving time and energy and love to. Are we overgiving? Are we overpromising? Are we giving too much and not getting enough back? Are those places, people and situations something we can compromise, or is it something that we need to live? Do we need to delegate tasks so that our task is not that big? Can we share tasks with others? Yeah, and let's do a really quick reading. So I have pile number 1. I'm going to use, my favorite deck of all, the Mystical Tarot. That will be pile number 1. And I'm going to clarify with the De La Nuit Oracle. Okay? And the crystal for this pile is this beautiful amethyst. Not that purple colored, a bit soft. You cannot see with, I don't have the old professional setting of recording, but yeah, it's very light purple. Okay, and then pile number 2, I'm going to use the Mystical Dream Tarot, my dear tarot apprentices. By the way, they're awesome readers. Gifted to me during this first tarot immersion I put up in the beginning of the year. Now I'm going to open a new tarot immersion in January, hopefully. Then again, I might be overcompromising. And then I'm going to clarify with this beautiful Shikoli Oracle. Very good oracle. Very good. And then pile number 3, I'm going to use my very old and a bit torn. Some of the cards are really already very, very used. Telema Tarot. Very beautiful deck as well. Very powerful. They're all very beautiful. Beautiful. All tarot decks are beautiful, right? And then I'm going to clarify this pile number 3 with the magical message from the fairies. Okay, and for this pile you can use your intuition if you like to pick with crystals. We have, I always forget the name of this crystal. No, I know, it's a titanium agate. Usually these crystals are nowadays made in labs, but anyway, still works. So yeah, choose pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. Great, let's proceed with the reading. I'm just going to put these piles apart. Sorry guys, I don't have time to cut and edit the films. That is something I also want to eliminate from the practice. It's what it is. I'm not a filmmaker, I'm just a tarot reader. As long as you understand what I'm saying and the message resonates and you can make clear, good choices with your life, and this reading is for your own benefit, this is what I work for. So I'm not a filmmaker. And yeah, this is what I can do. Hope it's enough for you. It is for me, for the time being. Okay. So pile number 1. Let's see how you present yourself during Virgo season. Good. Have the Chariot, but not in upright or reversed position. It appeared here, and then I'm going to tell you how I feel when cards appear halfway or something, so they're not fish or meat. Maybe you are a little bit undefined or unclear. Okay. I just see something with my deck. This never happens. I usually have my deck completely organized. Something happened here in the pre-shuffling. So, pile number 1, are you a little bit upside down or out of character in something? Let's see. Too much cards, I won't take it. I want this reading to be short and sweet. You can skip the shuffle part if you don't like it. You know, I don't choose my cards, they choose themselves. Good, awesome reading. Oof. Okay, pile number 1. You appear as if you want to go somewhere. Like you know where you want to go, but maybe the circumstantial or maybe you need an investor, maybe you need money, maybe you need someone to say yes, maybe you need someone to go with you. Whatever it is that you need, know that you have it all, because you appear here as a major arcana. So there's an element of destiny to the place you are now. I always say we are always where we are meant to be, but you know, some places are in portals, bigger portals than others. So know that where you are, it's kind of important for the development of your soul. You are moving faster. Maybe some of you, maybe if you're an earth sign, it can be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or you have a lot of earth in your birth chart. You're moving faster than you're used to. That's why this card appears transversal. You're not quite holding back to this big momentum, but you're not also following the big momentum. You have a lot of aces in your reading. There's things that want to start. There's people that want to meet you. There are invitations that want to come in. There is fruition to take place. Focus on moving on. And not overdoing too much. So like are you convincing anyone of your value? Can be a spouse, a friend, a coworker, a boss, a mom, a dad, family member. And are you trying too hard because you have here the 5 of Wands, so there's competition. So you're focusing, for some reason, Virgo season sometimes is Virgos are very perfectionist. They're very good, usually at what they do, whatever they do. They are one of the best workers of the zodiac. They tend to be right, then tend to compartmentalize or to divide things. They're very good at organizing. So maybe you pick up this skill of the collective, and you are more focused into bringing things, clean, ordered, in the right place. Either it's inside of you as your personality, as is something that reflects in the way you clean your house, for example, or the way you methodically go with the procedures in whatever you do for work to make a living. So is it good that you have all these quick skills? It might not be that much beneficial to you if you're doing to impress others. And you see here the Two of Pentacles is looking at all this group of people in the Five of Wands. Five of Wands for me is always two, can be many things, but here I'm feeling it's too much people talking. Too much people can be talking over you, can be gossip. Also, it's quite a bit of a mess. It's like no one is actually hearing each other. And that's why you need to redraw. And you become the hermit that Virgo season inspires to be, the lonely path. So there's aspects of you, of your self-validation, part number one, that you need to take alone. Your advice is start new. And as an Ace of Pentacles, it can be start a new job. Start a new career. Start a new hobby. It's something material that you do with your time and energy, something that can be seen, and you are being offered a chance to start again. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So once you organize the material aspect of your life, it can be your money, your finances, your house, your job, your taxes, your garden, your pets, whatever it is also upcoming now in September. Children are going back to school. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, there's a quite big of organization around this time of the year, and get it all done. Put your ducks in a row, organize, but for your own benefit. Virgo season is going to ask you, because Virgo are one of the zodiacs of the one of the signs of the zodiac. They are more service oriented towards the collective. When the energy is evolved, before the energy is evolved, you do a lot of lessons, but they're meant to teach you where not to put so much of your energy. Let other people make their own mistakes. They need to learn too. You are on your own learning process. Focus on you. That is your advice. There's this opportunity you don't want to miss. It's big. It brings abundance. It brings stability. It brings comfort. It brings all the things that you wish for when you set your eyes on the future and you want to move forward. Here with this Cancer energy card, the car. The car moves forward. It's a carriage. Horses on a carriage, they move forward and then they go sideways. And when they go too much sideways, they kind of lose their track because they cannot bring everything they want to bring with them. They never go back. Move forward, dear pile number one. Now let's see your oracle card on how to proceed on this very new path. So new beginnings in money and finances and job, new beginnings in love. But first, we might have a lot of connections now here with the World card. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you're meeting a lot of people from different cultures. Make it work. Make it work and make it count. Wow. Baby, you have the evil queen here. I never had this card before. Let's see. Read from the books in number 9, so it's almost to a completion, almost to get to a 10. My story, says the evil queen, I am the fairest of them all, or at least I used to be. Lately, my magic mirror had the nerve to tell me that my stepdaughter, Snow White, is even fairer than me. Which led me to some jealous rage, as you can imagine. I cannot let anyone dethrone me, so right now I'm evolving a diabolical plan, including dark forests, cruel hunters, and poison apples. And we'll see who's the fairest in the end. This card, Five of Wands, where you're focusing your energy, it is also my envy card. This card brings competition, jealousy, envy, and conflict. Unnecessary conflict. Pettiness. If this is your energy, dear pile number one, walk through it. Understand why does it make me angry that other people have good stuff. You should be at least happy for them, right? They have good stuff. Maybe you think you cannot have the good stuff they have, and so instead of being happy for them, you go on envy them. So analyze envy. Analyze your envy. Where does it come from? Do not project your dark feelings into the people. They are getting the good stuff. Baby, they work for it, for sure. Okay? That's why I was saying, don't work yourself, push yourself too hard into a balance that is really hard to maintain to impress others. Do you for you. This way you allow yourself to be noticed and valid by who you truly are and not something else. Okay? Okay, pile number one, Evil Queen. Was not expecting that. Okay, my message. Message of the Evil Queen. I can feel jealousy, rivalry, an unhealthy competition here. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Are you the jealous one? Or are you surrounded by envious people? In both cases, be very cautious. A heart that is filled with jealousy can play many evil little tricks that lead to chaos and destruction. So, if you want calm and freedom of mind, keep out of this meaningless rivalry. By doing so, you'll be the smartest of them all, which I think is way better than being the fairest of them all, because looks, beauty, whatever you see from the outside, everything fades. So be smart. If you are surrounded by envious people, I can talk a little bit like that. I've been the martyr of mean girls and envious girls my whole life. There's one good way to get out of it is, of course, in the beginning, you might feel like really sad and hurt, and you feel this thing of being, it's not fair. It's not fair, like, leave me alone. Put yourself on observer seat and just allow things to unfold, because I tell you one thing, truth always comes up in the end, and justice is what rules the world, because love, they say it's blind, but is it? Is divine love blind? We have karma for one reason. All souls have karma. And we are all connected. So whatever I do to you, it comes back at me for sure. So if you are the target of envious people, just be kind to a true extent, to the extent where you can be kind, where you're not like playing out, you're not playing a character. You be truly kind to the truly extent you can be kind. And let the carriage pass, let it move. Eventually people will shut up. Eventually people stop making up shit about you. They eventually get tired, they'll move on. The good thing with envy people is like they feel so how should I say, distressed by the shiny people, by the people that they have something that they want or they think they cannot have, so they want what's ours. Is that the world is full of shiny people, so they will move on to another target. They keep on envy. If you have that poison in your blood, I believe you keep on torturing others and then others and then others. It never stops, and you also always project on others. So it's their path. We just have to wish them well. Be true and authentic to yourself. If you cannot be kind, step away. Do not feed the drama, okay? So do not feed the conversations. Maybe if you want to confide what's happening to you, just talk with like one close friend that will shut them out, and just talk out of the way to understand things and out of the way to spread rumors, to spread your own version of the story. You are entitled to your own version of the story as well. The other person is. So just, but as long as you don't feed on it, the conflict will stop. You know, if it doesn't make anything to you, and it just doesn't, because the universe wants to move you forward. Maybe you think you're not ready. Maybe you're really ready to leave this place or this situation. Just, it's so fucking meaningless. 5 of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles is very temporary energy. These people are not the main character in your life. You are. These people are not even... Did you invite them into your life? They don't matter. And you're full of aces. Aces? The universe is watching. It wants to move you further to new blessings, new opportunities, new partnerships, new relationships. What are you waiting for? Get the fuck out. Beautiful reading, pile number 1. Hope you enjoy it. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy it. Leave a comment if you feel like it. If you want a private reading with me, you know where to find me on my Instagram. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. You chosen the Selenite, and you also chosen the beautiful Mystical Dream Tarot that I am an apprentice on. I'm going to read intuitively, as I always do, but even more intuitively because this deck, I'm still studying it. But the only best way to study a new deck, I believe, is to use it in readings. Okay, let's see how you present yourself in this Virgo season. Dear, a little bit of crystal here so you can see it. Dear pile, but number 3 is picking here. Is not your turn yet, pile number 3. Okay, pile number 2, chosen the beautiful Selenite. Tell me, Spirit. Good. Interesting. You planning something? Planning a travel? Pile number 2. Planning moving a house? Planning changing a job? This is the season to plan. And then when we go into Libra season, that we open up to the world, to the partnerships, it is the season to create commitments. Watch out for the upcoming Mercury retrograde. It's not a good time to sign any contract. Unless, of course, you feel really like it. Okay, just know where we are astrologically, but always follow your intuition. You might be an exception. Nothing is set on stone. 3 of Wands, you are planning. And the universe is planning with you. You don't know where you're going. You don't know the outcome. Welcome to the club, like no one of us do. But sometimes some periods are more certain and others more uncertain. Beautiful. 2, 6, 5. Yeah, you are planning a little bit out of your time. I feel like you're a bit living in the future, pile number 2. A bit walking into this dark forest, because this is you. You appear as a 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, you are, it's like you are embodying all this detailed oriented season that Virgo season is. You've made all the reflections, you know where to go, and still the external reality does not manifest like it. Okay, maybe it's not time yet. There are portals, there are crossroads, there are rivers to cross, there's stuff to be done. You're focused more on the, I think what I'm feeling here, it's good to be in the flow, but don't overdo being in the flow. Like, you have responsibilities that you need to take care of. Okay, if you're focusing, this is where the moon card appears, where you are focusing. So you are focusing on the unknown, on the mystery of life. If you're a woman, you're very connected with divine feminine. You're also focused on bringing light into the truth, on bringing truth into the secrets, on getting to know something very deep level. But to know something, or to study something, or to dive into something in a very deep level, you start from the surface. If you're digging a hole, you need to scratch the surface of what you're digging. You don't start from the end. So this message may not resonate with all of you, but someone really needed to hear this. There are steps. There are, how should I say, initiation rites. There are levels. Curiosity is a great sparkle to light the path, but still be curious of what is here. Like, look sideways. If you're always looking forward, you kind of miss what is happening where you are in the time being. That's why the universe says you should focus, instead of focusing on the big aspect of the thing. Two of Wands. Maybe you need to go a little bit back than the tree. So you are here in the tree already planning. So this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. Da, da, da. Maybe if it's my business plan, I already know how much I want to spend, what I'm going to buy. Da, 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 da. But then the universe says, could you go a little back? Could you go a little back to the Two of Wands? And ask yourself, do I really want to manifest this? Am I putting all this energy into my true aspiration and dream? Am I doing the right alchemy of success? Is this medicine that I'm creating, and this is a metaphor or not, gonna bite me back? Because you need to take care of some stuff before, especially financial details. Watch out for financial details of this big thing you are planning or wanting to do, or to bring into manifestation or into your life, or really to build or to embody. The Five of Pentacles, Mercury in Taurus card. Listen to your five senses. You need to feel comfortable. Whatever you are manifesting has to come from a place of bounty and not a place of lack. What is your true purpose and intention with this Three of Wands endeavor? This can be a business project, can be a new job, it can be a hobby, it can be moving home. But it's a plan. It's something that you are wishing for. It can also be a relationship. If you know how to listen to tarot readings and take it that way. Because you have the Five of Pentacles lingering, and Five of Pentacles brings this aspect of lack of connection with your five senses, with the pleasures of life. It's like when you move too much ahead than where you are meant to, you lose stuff. And you have the Four of Swords. The Sword of Swords talks about alignment. You first need to align with your purpose and then with the results of your endeavor that will put you on the path to your purpose. This goes back to a very ancient yoga teaching. You have the right to the actions, but not to the fruits of the actions itself. So do things with a purpose, of course, but regardless of the results. Don't expect the universe to bring you everything just because you have faith in the universe. There is some work in this dimension with your body, with your stuff, with your finances, with your environment that you still need to do. Okay, pile number 2. Let's go now for the oracle message. Okay, very interesting. Just pull the cards here so maybe you can see them a little bit, not much. So this is just to show you what are you focused on, where the universe would like you to focus on, just to show you the cards, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, top of the deck, the 4 of Swords. Meditate. Be still. Be still. It will come to you. The answer will always come, especially when you don't know. When you don't know, you don't know. And you have the moon here. You know you don't know. You know you don't know. Maybe you're doing some self-sabotage or escapism around this big plan. Sometimes plans can be amended, they can be changed, you can be open. Let's go. Number 4, you have the number 4 card. 4 is the number of structure. It's the first number where you have 2 sets of each, so you can build stuff. This is a card of vigilance. Keep an eye on the situation, but don't do anything just yet. I love this. This oracle, I love when oracle cards confirm the tarot reading. See, even the tarot cards are all connected. So keep an eye on the situation, but don't do anything just yet. As the 4 of Swords advises. As the 2 of Wands advises when you move back from a 3 of Wands to a 2. Okay. There will be a time for action later, and your energy will be needed then. You'll have a better idea of what's going on if you can maintain an attitude of detached observation. This is not a time to give in to your emotions or be dragged down by other people's drama. There's secrets, mysteries, If it's not available, it's not available, guys. It's that simple. Whatever it is. It can be a job, it can be a love interest. This is not a time to give your emotions or to be dragged down by other people's drama. Remove yourself from petty squabbles, circular arguments, and people who are chasing their own tails. When you rise above the dust of turmoil, you'll see more clearly what the real issues are. The light in this card is keep your observations to yourself for the time being. That's why you have the moon and the 4 of Swords and on the 2 of Wands and the 6 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles and even the 3 of Wands. Yeah, in this deck the 3 of Wands appears 3 people, but all these cards that I've mentioned, they're very individual energy. Either major arcana with the moon or minor arcana. In these cards, 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there's one human figure in this card and it's not an accident. It's just one and not 2 or 3 or 10. Same as the 3 of Wands. Okay. Keep your observations to yourself for the time being. The dark in this card. There is no immediate danger, but the situation is changeable. With the moon, you don't know. And if this is what represents what you are focused on, baby, even if it's just unconsciously, you know you don't know. And it's good. It's your period that you're passing by, not knowing. Cultivate not wanting to know, because this will set you free. Pile number 2, dear Selenite lovers, thank you very much for your presence. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. You are invited to leave a comment if you like. I get a lot of comments on my Instagram, on my WhatsApp, by people that know me, but please, if you want to help me grow the channel and you don't mind leaving a comment, you can. You don't have to tell your whole life or personal. The comment doesn't have to be personal. If you don't know how to write a comment without being personal, ask a Scorpio or a Virgo. They will teach you. Okay. And moving on. Pile number 3. The titanium white. I always forget the name of this crystal. I think it's agate titanium. Agate. I don't know how to say it in English. Well, anyway, it's really beautiful. It shines like a rainbow. Really, really beautiful. Into purple, green, and blue. Okay. You have chosen the Selenite deck and the Fairies Oracle. Beautiful though. So you might want to watch pile number 1, because pile number 1 is also represented by the energy of the Chariot. But on those folks reading, we had the card transversal, and here you have upright. So if you felt the calling to watch the pile number 1, you can always watch it. Maybe you want to do a different question, but probably it has something for you. You can always watch all the 3 different readings and ask different questions or different areas of your life. Or you can watch just one, you can watch whatever. Main story, you can do whatever you want. You're doing stuff and resisting to doing stuff. A lot of beginnings, guys. This reading, it looks a little bit, like pile number 1. They also had a lot of aces, just like you. Let me just clarify my aces. Okay, I'm going to leave it as that. Chariot. Just put this in the bottom of the deck, so I will clarify the Chariot. So you appear as moving forward, fast moving energy away from the lack, the alluring false starts that tend to incite you as being something they are truly not. You're being a bit like the Queen of Swords. Very discerning. That is the theme of Virgo season. I love this reading for you guys. You are not afraid to use a sword. You are cutting people, situations, places where you don't have to spend that time with, places where you don't even have to go, people you don't even have to meet. So you appear, let me just clarify here. You're very focused on the truth. Yeah. You're moving away from past sadness as well. Some of you have here the Two of Cups. Some of you, maybe you had a disappointment in a romantic relationship that might have happened in a very recent past, or something that can be long ago, but it still lingers on you. I feel more like a recent thing for most of you that are watching this reading. Of course, this is a collective reading. It can and will not resonate with each and every one of you. Just take what it resonates and be patient with the other message, because they are meant for other people to listen, okay? And we are all here for the same. You're focusing on cutting off. If you are in a job you're not paid enough, most likely you're already looking for another one. If you were in a relationship or partnership, any of the ships, just take it as it resonates. It can be a romantic relationship, a friendship, it can be a business ship, whatever. That you are in some way allured to start something that it was not quite, so the passion doesn't match. So for some of you, it's just your passion, your level of passion, it does not match this situation level of passion. You want to give more. You want to give more. You want to work with people that are good at using their power. They are fair. They are very demanding, but they are very good in what they do. They are not bullshit. So you're cutting through the bullshit is what you're focusing on. False starts, not being well paid, not being valued in a romantic relationship, being taken for granted by close friends, family that don't update the new you, like they still see you as a baby but you've grown up, or if you change in many of your faults. So everywhere that your growth is not being recognized, you are cutting it. Cutting it. Yeah. You are internalizing, why am I drawn to these situations where I'm not valid enough? Why am I drawn to these false starts? You're recognizing the pattern. You are owning into your own accountability, because Queen of Swords, she takes responsibility for what she does, thinks, and do. So you're taking responsibility in this pattern. Now, where the universe might say, okay, good, pile number 3, you've done the work, you've moved on from past heartache, you moved on fast, you were really fast to understand it was not for you. Congratulations on that. You are taking into accountability, you're making all the changes, cutting all the cords, But then the universe comes, okay, enough of that. You know when you go into a dark room, you look into the darkness. If you stay there too long, you go blind. You cannot see the light anymore. So don't linger here. The universe goes like, okay, Padlamachi, could you focus on, now that you've done the work, congratulations. Let's start again. With this new perspective that you've gained, what can you do? What can you change in your life? How can you just embody the mental aspect of this new you, this new perspective you have about yourself and life? It's very brave, it's also very clear, and it's also something that you cannot go back from. You cannot unsee the stuff you saw about these people or situation. You cannot unsee it. You need to take action on it. You need to start again with like-minded people that you want to cooperate. You want to work as a team, but you want the King of Wands as a boss. And the King of Wands is very passionate, very creative, very fair, very bold. This king quality in a partnership brings wisdom. Kings are very wise characters. If you are attracting this kind of person into your life, you probably are tapping into your wisdom as well. So some people that you might have trouble with and you recognize as being energetically not on the same level of development, they are here to teach you the hard way. It's not nice. It's not beautiful. Sometimes it's very ugly. By the way, you control the level of ugliness you allow. And then other people are here to uplift you, to expand you. They're also teachers. But the lesson is more pleasant. You want to linger on it. But everything comes to an end, the good and the bad. And you are always asked to experience duality until you can move beyond duality. And there's a lot of duality in this reading, dear pile number 3. I believe you are moving past it. You have a portal here to be graceful regardless whatever happens to you, and not to be so judgmentally to good and bad, right or wrong, you know. There will always be contrast in the world, but you can rise above it, the way you interact with it. Let's go for an oracle card. See what the beautiful, so much. So you have emotional healing wants to pop out. Good. I'm just going to read. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. And you do have Ace of Swords here. Maybe some of you are looking at someone, it can be at your work or someone that is in a community you spend time with. Maybe you're looking at someone with a different eyes. If you have a King of Wands character in your life, it can be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, or someone with a lot of fire on their chart. Really easy to recognize a King of Wands. Oh, you had new home and travel here, and that paid off. So this deck wants to talk with you. A lot of cards. So moving is a step in the right direction for you. So it's very specific message. Not all of you will move home, but there are many ways to move home. When you move work, when you move from one job to another, you're moving from one home or a family of co-workers to another. When you go for years to this beach and then you start going at weekends to another beach, you're also kind of moving home. So a lot of ways to move home without actually moving home, but some of you might really be thinking of moving home. The fairies are so attuned to the Earth's heartbeat that they can detect changes far before we are aware of them. This card comes to you because the fairies foresee you moving to a new location with positive results. If you ask for their assistance, the fairies can help with this change, including letting go of your present home, releasing financial worries, and finding a wonderful new place. Now, additional meanings for this card. Take steps to move, such as contacting a real estate agent. A positive change in your finances allows you to afford a better home. Someone is moving in or out of your home. A relationship change heralds a move. Healing is occurring within your home. Consider a career helping others with their homes, such as feng shui, mural painting, landscaping, or house and pet sitting. Beautiful reading. Certainly an invitation to change, dear pile number 3. Clear view changes and not hard, passionately, and sometimes very alluring, very deceitful changes. Also, if you are resisting any of your passions, look for help, look for assistance. You have people that surround you that can help you move forward. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, just hit the like button. It helps me to grow the channel, and is also, I believe, a very fair trade for a reading. If you feel comfortable leaving a comment, then please do so. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book it. I do readings in English and in Portuguese. And you know where to find me on my Instagram, Lívia Babo, B-A-B-O on Instagram. You know I love you all, and thank you very much for your presence. Bye. Have a nice day.